Folks, welcome to Everything Pro Wrestling. Everything Pro Wrestling is a show by the fans. Wait for it. For the fans. I'm your host, Conrad Cushman, and today we have a special guest. Joined at the last minute. Had to get him on. Rob, welcome back, brother.
Feels good to be back. What's going on, people?
Rob, show him the EPW shirt. Give it a little pull up here. Rob rocking the Everything Pro Wrestling shirt. So make sure you guys go get one. I believe there's a sale right now on TeePublic if you guys want them. And we also have in the link tree below a second place where you guys can get shirts from. Check it out. Amazing t-shirts, amazing designs, designed by this guy right here. What is going on? And Nelson, for calling me the other guy. I'm gonna start getting feisty, guys. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna start disrespecting people, and I know that's not what we want. It'll get bad. But I appreciate everybody who is in the house joining us tonight. We are here for a WWE Backlash 2020 preview and predictions. We're going to run down the entire card, give our thoughts on it. I kind of want to hear what Rob thinks about WWE in general right now, like where it's at and, you know, everything that we've got to deal with at the moment when it comes to WWE. But before we do that, we got to talk about trimming stuff. And when we talk about trimming, let's talk about Manscaped. Now, you guys can go to manscaped.com and use the promo code EPWShow to get a nice discount and get yourself the Lawnmower 3.0. This thing is beautiful. It is nice. It's lovely. Good handle. Perfect for shaving the boys a little, 0-0. It's summertime. It's hot. It's sticky. You got to make sure that you're taking care of yourself, fellas. Ladies, you guys can use this too. Works perfectly, and anybody can get to clipping. As I always like to say, trim the bushes, makes the trees look taller. So help yourself out. You guys can go to manscaped.com, put in the promo code EPWShow, get 20% off, free delivery today. We've also got some other great things on here. We've got ourselves the crop mop. We have the beautiful clean start with the crop cleanser, the foot duster, the refined cologne, the plow. Shout out to Al Snow and Head. The plow 2.0 and Reviver. There's so many options. Find what fits your needs. Make sure you get the ball deodorant though. Gotta powder the boys up. Rob, you've used it, right? What do you think?
It gets you right.
That's what I like to hear. Get right and get into it. Also, Powerslam.tv. Use the promo code EPWShow once again. Get 1 month of free. FREE.
That's free.
That's right. I almost went to a bad thing and I was going to get sued. It spells free. And you guys can get 1 month free. Powerslam.tv. Watch some of your local independent wrestlers that you guys want to catch up on them. You see somebody that's interesting on AEW Dark. Look them up on there. You guys can find everything you need. Go to powerslam.tv, promo code EPWShow. And also a big shout out to the sponsors of the podcast, to our sister site, Everything College Basketball. Make sure you guys check them out. See Josh Burton in the Everything Pro Wrestling Facebook group if you want to know more.
Josh recently had a birthday too, so happy birthday, Josh.
That's right, Josh. Happy birthday, brother. So what can't get right and look.
Yo, Nelson, chill.
Yeah, you can get right. You can get right, Nelson. Tired of this. All right. Usually Donnie is the other guy, but you fired him. No, see, there's these misconceptions.
I fired Donnie.
You blame the wrong brother, as usual, when it comes down to doing this show. Speaking of the blame, I don't know who to blame. We're talking WWE Backlash. And before we do, let's see who's in the live chat. We've got Nelson in the house. Nelson's been talking crazy junk in here, so I'm sure you guys have heard him. We've got Broken in the house. Connor is in the house as well from Connor Knows Wrestling. My man Foul Original is in the house. Foul. I'm throwing up the too sweet, brother. What's going on, dude? Malik Murray, I haven't seen you in a minute. What's going on, Malik? What is happening, my good friend? Happy to have you guys in here. I'm sure more will come in and join in during the fun. We'll be talking some Backlash here, so give me your thoughts on the show too, guys. I love that there is an ad here. I'll be right in once it's done. Oh, yes. Yeah, we're on that getting paid YouTube partnership now, so thank you for that, Foul.
Broken says, damn WWE, New Japan is back June 15th. You're right. We'll get to that at the end of this show.
Yeah, we're going to talk a little New Japan. We're going to talk New Japan Cup for a second. Malik Murray's coming in with a question. You know what, Malik? I've missed you being in the live chat, so we're going to answer this right off the get-go. He says, I got a question. Do you think that Cody Rhodes is going to make the TNT title be like the Intercontinental Championship?
Oh, Intercontinental Championship now or how it was back in like the late 80s, mid-90s?
What do you think? Throw it out there. What do you think of the TNT Championship? What do you think Cody's going to do for this thing?
I hope he builds up that prestige because it doesn't look that good, but it's not finished yet, so I can't judge it.
I think Cody's going to keep the unfinished one.
He's doing that because of pressure.
Pressure?
Because everybody dogged on it, and now he's going to try to do like to be defiant.
That's all right. That's Cody's way.
If I was the guys that commissioned to finish that title, I'd be mad. It's like, no, you're going to pay for this.
I think maybe Tony will convince him to. Maybe once he sees it, be like, oh, this is great, you know? Or maybe someone who challenges him will put it in a wood chipper. Who knows? Who knows what will happen with the TNT Championship?
If he keeps it the way it is, it's trash.
And cheap plug, don't forget tomorrow we are doing an AEW Dynamite review after the show. We run through all the matches. So make sure you join us for that. Rob, let's talk Backlash, all right?
Sure.
Backlash. How do you feel about the build for this? This is the greatest match ever possibly happening on this card.
Okay, first, I hate that song with a passion.
This is the greatest match.
Wait, watch it. No
What?
Copyright strikes.
They're not with that horrible singing. They're gonna be just fine. They can kiss it anyway. All right, that song, yeah. I do you think they just did it for that song?
It's a trash song.
Big facts.
Why do we need to have this match?
We'll save it. We'll get to. Well, I have in-depth thoughts about that match too. What's the first match you want to talk about on there?
First one we got is the United States Championship match, which was announced yesterday after Andrade won that triple threat match against Kevin Owens and
Angel Garza. Yeah, so we're getting a rematch basically with Apollo Crews and Andrade. I like where Andrade is. I feel like Andrade is ready to turn face. I don't know. I feel like he's done with this Zelina Vega and this group and everything else. I feel like he's just stuck now in the mud a little bit.
I don't know. I can't see him as a face though, man. He's got that look like he's got like.
Could they flip the whole group?
I would say he's got like that look like what they wanted Alberto Del Rio to be. I don't like bringing him up, but he has the swag that they wanted him to have.
Right. I think Andrade is a better performer in the ring.
Oh, 100%.
But I just don't know what's next for him. I feel like Crews has to win this at this point. That's my choice for it. Apollo Crews has been amazing. He's a talent that's been underutilized since he's been called up to SmackDown when they started the draft again. If you've never seen Uhaa Nation, look it up. Apollo Crews is truly someone that you want to just get behind. He's just a good person, and he's a phenomenal performer. And I think his mic skills have gotten better since he came up.
Yeah.
He's
actually had the opportunity to talk, so.
Okay, let's talk about this heel thing. Do you see it happening? Is Apollo Crews going to turn heel, chat?
If he loses the title, I think he might. I think he might align himself with MVP and Bobby Lashley.
I feel like there's a lot of people who could just align themselves with that group, though.
Like I said before, I would have put Apollo Crews with them, either the Street Profits or Cedric Alexander and Ricochet, or even all of them. And I know they all happen to be black. That's just a coincidence.
A coinky dink, as The Rock would say.
Yeah.
Listen, I think MVP's in the perfect role as a manager at this point. MVP doesn't need to go out of his way to win matches. I think he's a great person to utilize for talking, mentoring young superstars, and I'm just happy to see MVP back in wrestling again. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. I was just a big fan.
Now, Malik just brought something up. Can WWE please make a new United States Championship? And wasn't there a rumor that they were supposed to be working on 2 new titles, and I think it was the NXT Championship and the United States, right?
Right. I heard the NXT was just kind of getting made a little bit bigger.
Yeah.
And the US is getting a redesign, which I think it's desperately needed out of all the belts.
I've always hated that design. I don't know why.
I miss the WCW one personally. Yeah, call me old. I don't care. The WCW one always just looked prestigious. It had this great look to it. This one, not so much. You know, it's just there. What match do we got next?
Wait, do we give our picks?
I picked Apollo.
Oh, I'm sticking with Apollo as well.
Okay.
All right, next we have the WWE Women's Tag Team Title match. Bayley and Sasha, who just won the belts last week on SmackDown, versus Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross and the IIconics.
IIconics. All right. If you guys didn't see it, we did the pose. Josh, that was for you. That was for you, Josh Robinson. Yeah, this is going to be interesting for a triple threat tag match. So I'm going to do this on camera. See, this is what you do when you're a humble person. Rob, I will admit, I was wrong about the IIconics. I did not like them at first, but I'm going to say this. Are they my favorite tag team? No. Are they my favorite act in the company? No. They're not even in my favorite, like, women's wrestlers radar right now. But I will say that they did not deserve to be off TV for that long. They did nothing wrong. They did exactly what they were supposed to do, and I think they deserve more TV time. I want to see them on my television now. So I'll admit I was wrong about that.
That's all right. I posted something yesterday. It said, normalize changing your opinion when presented with new information.
I was presented with some keeping people off TV bullshit. But what do you think though, Rob? For this triple threat tag match, I mean, how are you feeling about each of these teams? Let's start with Bliss and Cross. I
am a big fan of Nikki Cross. Why are you laughing?
I just laughed. What Foul picked for his prediction already. The Boss Karens.
Oh my god.
There's something about that Karen haircut though with Bayley. I like it. I do too. I'm like, you know what? It works, Bayley. It works.
I would say lately the women's tag team titles have actually. I don't want to go as far as saying they actually mean something now, but they're making them relevant.
Connor says it's been an absolute waste.
Up until this point, yes. I would say when Bayley and Sasha won those belts the first time, nice, cool moment, but it was like...
You heard what I said when they announced them. I said these belts are going to be meaningless in like 3 months.
Yeah. And it wasn't even 3 months, because as soon as when the IIconics won them, I was happy. He was pissed. You can go back and watch that little review.
My apologies.
IIconics won the belts, and then they didn't do anything with it. They lost every match, and it was like, what's the point?
Yeah, it's the curse of having a championship in WWE. Like, if you become a champion, you're going to lose matches. Like, I don't understand what's the booking concept behind that. Oh, you've got a title, so you'll be all right. Yeah. So Bliss and Cross. I mean, what do you think of that? I feel like they're stuck in a rut.
Those a moment of Bliss segments have been terrible. They never get to the point.
And I feel like they really strayed away from what we thought was going to happen. Like, I thought Bliss was going to turn on her eventually. We would get a one-on-one feud.
But I feel like that would have been too predictable.
You could have even flipped it, but you should have did something. I don't know. Now they're just coffee buddies. It's weird. And do you feel like Nikki lost her edge too? Like, she's not as like she was the wild, crazy woman before. I don't feel that now. Now I'm just like, oh, she's Alexa's buddy, and there she is.
She still shows that wild side from time to time, but
I guess when they give her her moment.
Yeah.
We talked about the IIconics, I feel, already. What about Sasha and Bayley? This is the longest turn in history, I feel like.
See, I feel like Bayley has been one of the MVPs since this whole situation. I don't know if we can say what it is.
Mm-hmm. Pandemic.
The pandemic. Ever since that started, Bayley's been one of the MVPs because she's like one of the only bright spots on SmackDown. SmackDown has sucked.
Yeah, there's a reason I don't review it. I mean, I'm going to be honest with you guys. I know Flood would not like me saying that when he goes back to listen to this, but there's a reason why I don't review Raw and SmackDown at the moment. It's just too difficult. I'm trying to get in here. Let's see. PR Nightmare said, I like Nikki Cross, but I miss her being more vicious. See, he said the same thing.
I agree.
Agree, Nelson. Agree. Fowl said the manager has stated it's boss time. Malik Murray says Sasha Banks needs to go back down to NXT, and the IIconics need to go back to NXT so they could be competing for the NXT Women's Championship. Bayley retains is PR Nightmare's pick. And
what is this, the women's belt?
I don't see that happening. I don't see that happening just yet. Connor says Impact Wrestling has the best women's division. Fight me. That was the Aleister Black.
It's a toss-up between them and
Stardom.
Well, that's a whole promotion.
I guess that's not fair.
They have a division. I would say between NXT's up there too, man.
Give me Impact.
I'm definitely going with Impact, but it can be interchangeable.
Yeah, you're probably right. I'll give you that. I'm with Connor though. I'm gonna stand on that one. Malik Murray says the belts need to go down the trash. The Universal Championship. Please bring back the World Heavyweight Championship, and the 24/7 Championship needs to be the $1 Million Championship. Got to have DiBiase involved for that. I think for the $1 Million. Yeah.
I don't know. DiBiase's kind of in some legal situation. So we're gonna leave him alone for now.
Exactly.
Anyway, who you got winning this match?
Give me. I'm sorry, I have a joke to make after this, or I have a question for someone in the chat. Give me Banks and the Boston Hug.
And I'm gonna agree with you on that
Banks
one again.
And Bayley. We're gonna have to fight here soon. B-Boy Skyline said the IIconics are awesome, but he definitely wrote AEW some. What are you trying to say here, my friend?
He knows what he's doing.
Cut it out. The long-term booking in WWE. Fowl said, if Evolution 2 happens, then make the turn happen just before and have them face off at Evolution 2.
I would love that. I'd actually like to see it at Evolution 2. Aren't they showing the first one right now on FS1 or something?
They might be.
Whatever. You can go on the network and watch it anytime. Watch us.
Our show's better right now. Fowl says, I like that it's just being teased for us for so long that we're getting these interesting glances. I like it too. I'm not mad at it. I just want it to happen. I want the match at this point. So do they force it at SummerSlam?
Well, if they can, I don't even think they're going to be able to have it in Boston. It would have been perfect if they were able to do the show in Boston.
Sasha's
hometown.
Yeah, and Bayley's been champ for a long time. Bayley's been carrying, bro. Like, I'm not going to front.
Now, I forgot where I was going with. Oh. Do you have Bayley turn on Sasha, or do you have Sasha turn on Bayley? Because I personally like a heel Bayley.
Me too. I think Sasha turns babyface.
But heel Sasha is much better than babyface Sasha.
See, I don't like the role Sasha's playing right now, and Sasha's my favorite horsewoman, to be truthful. I'm a
Bayley guy.
Yeah. See, I don't like the fact that I feel like Sasha's like punking up. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, she feels like the punk in this. Like, oh, do what Bayley tells me to do, and I get that's the point of the storyline. But I feel like if you're the boss, you shouldn't really need to do that. I feel like she hasn't embraced that persona, her character back yet. Broken said no, we need Sasha versus Io at Evolution 2.
That would be fantastic.
I would be down. Bayley is going to lose her belt and to Sasha, and her rivalry with Charlotte is going to restart. So save that for another.
Sasha's or Bayley's?
I think he's saying Sasha and Charlotte will start a rivalry again for the title.
So Sasha won't be able to defend her title successfully?
Stop it. Stop it. Let's move on to the next match.
Oh, you got a title? Hand it over. I'll take that.
Out of time. What do we got up next?
We got Jeff Hardy versus Sheamus.
Okay. All right. Chat. Rob, how do you feel about this being used? Like, we've seen it with Jake the Snake and other wrestlers, the whole drug problem. Is this too real?
As long as Jeff's okay with it, I don't really care. Like I said, SmackDown's been trash anyway, so...
Yeah, but I don't know. I just feel like they shouldn't overstep their boundaries with stuff like this. I don't know.
A lot of people had a negative reaction to it, including his brother and sister-in-law. Mm-hmm. But, like I say, as long as Jeff is cool with it...
I think the problem is this. Like, we don't know if he's fully recovered. It would be different if it was like, oh, he's been clean for 10 years.
Yeah.
And they try to pin it on him then. Okay, if he feels comfortable with doing it, that's fine. But he just got out. Like, come on, bro.
Hey, wait, and doesn't he still have an upcoming court case pending?
Yeah.
Whenever this whole pandemic thing subsides and they're able to go back. But...
they got virtual court. Anywho.
But shit, I got a ticket I got to take care of in Lackawanna, so...
We're not even going to get into that. But Jeff Hardy and Sheamus, who you got?
I'm taking Sheamus in this one.
Really?
Yeah.
Is it because of the court?
Not even that. I think I'm taking Sheamus because if he doesn't win, I think he loses his momentum unless there's like some after-match rigmarole, scrum or whatever, where he just takes him out.
I'm going to go opposite of you. I'm going to pick Jeff for this one. I feel like this is going to be a continued feud. I think that Jeff wins this first match to start it, and then we're going to have to see what happens with the matches following up from this. How have you been feeling about Sheamus' single run?
They do something else with him, man. Like, what was he went in there? He was beating up on Chad Gable. He was beating. Did he beat up Daniel Bryan?
I'm laughing at something Foul just wrote. I had to look away. Listen. Whoever's in the live chat, I cannot look at the live chat without laughing usually. So don't do that to me. I got people saying boo Charlotte Flair. Sheamus isn't used right again. PR says. Foul says he thinks that this storyline's in really poor taste. PR brings up Matt Hardy wasn't happy. And Foul said he agrees. Way too close to the line. Foul said virtual court, Judge Judy in her bathrobe.
Oh, man.
Listen, if you knew how much money she makes, Google it, folks. You'll start changing your tune. You'll be real quiet when Judge Judy's coming around. Malik Murray says, can we please have Triple H take over the company? Charlotte is beating everyone on the main roster. Look, Charlotte's good, man. Charlotte made that triple threat at the NXT TakeOver In Your House show. I'm not gonna front. She was one of the main reasons that was really good.
Agreed.
I'm not gonna deny her that. Foul says he's taking Jeff to lose, and I think they keep playing on the issues that he has.
And that's where I'm going with it too.
And Jordan just said he came in and said give Sheamus the IC title.
And that will complete his quest of having all the championships, right?
Yeah.
Was he a King of the Ring, Royal Rumble, IC, US, World Heavyweight, WWE?
Yeah, he's done it all.
Has he won a Universal?
No, he was too busy with Cesaro. Yeah, Sheamus has done it all.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Asuka 3-0-3 versus Charlotte. Rob, let him know that's not correct.
So there's a video that I posted in the thread yesterday showing on 5 different occasions where Asuka has beat Charlotte in a match. Now, it may not have been Asuka pinning or submitting Charlotte. It could have been a tag match. But on paper, in the record book, she has beat Charlotte Flair in competition.
Several times.
5 times.
5 times?
5 times.
5 times. 5-time WCW champion. I was going to do the old school theme, but not time for that. What match do we have next on the docket, Rob?
We have Asuka versus Nia Jax for the Raw Women's Championship. And I'm going to give you my prediction right now.
Asuka too. But let's talk Nia Jax though real quick. This is the main thing. I love Asuka and her title reign. Let Asuka be dominant. She's been someone who has shown up for you every single time, and you really haven't done much with her. So I'm glad she's finally kind of getting recognized. But she's
quietly built up one of the best resumes in recent history.
She actually doesn't lose a lot when you look at it. It's just my problem is she loses sometimes those big matches that like derails her, and then you're like, oh, nothing good's gonna come from this.
But like, think about it. She's won the first Royal Rumble. She's had the Raw Championship, the SmackDown Championship, the NXT title, the Tag Team Championships. She pretty much done it all in a short amount of time.
Foul says he stands Asuka.
I'm with you, man. I love that YouTube channel too.
Broken said Asuka wins. PR Nightmare, look at him coming in with the 5-time. Brought you back with that, right? Nia Jax. Where do you stand on the controversy with her? Because honestly, I know a lot of people aren't fans of Nia. I'm going to be tripping a little here, Rob. I'm not too mad. It's wrestling. Honestly, if there's anyone to blame, don't be mad at Nia Jax. Be mad at WWE for calling her up too soon. I will always say that it's WWE's fault for calling up a lot of those people way too soon. And I think that Nia is doing the best that she can. Now, does she need to be more careful? Absolutely. She needs to work on what moveset works for her. But am I going to judge her based on a couple of these injuries? I guess, yes. But it's pro wrestling, too. Like, you got to expect that you're going to get hit. A leg drop could really get dropped on you.
I see your point, but she's been on the roster long enough. And the name of the game is to protect your opponent. I am not a wrestler. I am not a combatant. I boxed back in the day, but I guess my opinion doesn't really mean too much, but you've been on the roster long enough to know when to pull your punches, make your opponent, just take better care of your opponent. It's a two-way dance.
I think you could be more cognizant of it, but let's look at it. An errant fist. Okay. The buckle bomb. Look, a lot of people were blaming. I don't understand how the momentum of somebody else that's supposed to run into the stuff, how it's their fault. I've never understood that. Like with the Enzo and who was it? Simon Gotch?
Yeah.
I never understood how like anyone could even say that was Simon Gotch's fault. Like, dude, you control your momentum.
Well, Enzo basically had 2 left feet in the ring.
Right. And I don't know, maybe just Nia and Kairi Sane just don't have that chemistry when it comes to it.
Maybe Kairi owes her some money or something.
Peace. Yeah, so Nia's not winning this.
But there's a pattern there, but it should have been corrected.
Could it just be bad luck, though? No one... It's kind of like the Rollins thing. Remember Rollins was going through? He broke Cena's nose. Yeah. The buckle bomb on Sting.
And speaking of the buckle bomb, everybody upset about that. The buckle bomb was a stupid move that didn't win matches. It's supposed to be this devastating maneuver that... It was a setup move. It looks stupid. I'm glad it's gone.
Where's the Joe Budden meme? Trash. Like, I don't care about that move, honestly. It's gone. Okay, it's not like when he lost the blackout or the curb stomp. Yeah. That was bad. I was like, yo, he needs that move. Like, that made him. But buckle bomb being gone, not a care in the world. Let's see. Foul chimes in. He says, Nia, in my mind, is like Eva Marie. When she came up to SmackDown after her NXT refresh, the difference is that they're letting Nia wrestle instead of canceling the match each time.
Oh, with the wardrobe malfunctions and all that other stuff. And you know what? I was actually kind of feeling Eva Marie when she came up. So I know she was doing work with the Brian Kendrick. So at least she was putting the effort in. I wanted to see where it would go, but...
Slice bread.
We never got the opportunity.
Yeah. Yeah, that sucked.
I won't cry over it.
Broken says, these damn Triple H fans. Whoa. I don't know how I feel about Velveteen Dream not winning. That's another story for another day. We'll have to get into it. I'm waiting to see what happens on NXT on Wednesday. PR Nightmare said, I like Nia, but she needs to leave certain moves alone. She lost me when she went face. Hey, could you say that about Seth too with Sting? See?
Yeah.
He knew. Austin Stroop is coming in yelling, fire, Nia, fire.
Where's
Nia.
Austin been, man? I ain't heard from this dude in a while.
Yeah, Austin, welcome back, brother. Welcome back. Okay.
I ain't gonna call for anybody's job though. By the way.
No, I don't think Nia needs to be fired. I still think Nia is a great competitor in the ring. Like, I think she has something to offer. I don't know. I'm just a Nia fan. I don't think that she. I don't know. There's no right or wrong answer to this.
Yeah, we can go deep into that too because you know the whole thing where she was calling out Ronda Rousey about hurting
I think that was a word.
Alexa Bliss.
I think that was a word. Come on.
Yeah. I don't know, it's just funny. And also, I was hanging out with the intern earlier and we watched this movie called Ferdinand about a bull in a china shop. I'm just saying.
I did not know John Cena voiced in that.
He did. Mm-hmm. Anyway, next match. We have a 2-on-1 handicap match. Braun Strowman versus The Miz and Morrison. Boo! This storyline sucks. These skits suck. These promos suck.
I feel like Miz and Morrison are too old to act the way they are. Like, I don't know. Am I wrong?
Hey, dude, you got kids now.
Yeah. I'm like, dude.
That's like with Triple H. When you found out he had kids, he wouldn't do the sucking anymore with DX. It's like, oh, we're like 40-something now, bro.
Yeah, come on. I don't know, dude. John Morrison has been misused badly, I think, since his return from where he was in Lucha Underground and Impact and everywhere else. But he's there for the bread. I get it. Yeah. As far as Miz goes, this dude main event at WrestleMania. Does anybody see like CM Punk's problem with that? And I'm not saying that to say like Miz is terrible. Miz should be in a better position is what I'm saying. Why is he palling around with so the dude who main event at WrestleMania beat John Cena. Spoiler alert if you didn't see WrestleMania 27.
It sucked, by the way.
Yeah, it's definitely top 5 worst WrestleManias. Like, what do you do, bro? What do you do in that situation? Like, you need your partner to help you beat Braun Strowman. I don't like this. I don't like Braun's title reign either.
I don't like Braun, so...
Big facts. He lost me a while back.
Well, my thing. Remember the last time Braun had a triple threat match or a handicap match for a title? Sami Zayn became champion. I hope it happens again. I don't care. Get that belt off of Braun.
Sami Zayn should be just telling him, like, guys, this is going to be too easy for you. Just catch him with the boot in the corner. You got it. Man, could you imagine Sami Zayn as the Universal Champ? Bring back Sami Zayn, damn it. I miss him.
I got a feeling he's going to be let go.
Really? No, I think not. Because a lot of this stuff that happens with Sami Zayn is not Sami Zayn's fault. You said all this stuff happening for the pandemic. Like, oh, okay, you can do whatever you need.
I feel like Sami is too honest and wears his heart on his sleeve too much for management's liking. But let's get back to this bullcrap.
Yeah, give me Braun for the dub. I don't care who gets the pinfall.
I will take Braun too, but I want Miz and Morrison to win.
Who do you want to get the pin?
Morrison.
Keep dreaming. Let's see here. My man Broken. Hold on, wait. Broken, I'm gonna get to your comment.
Before we get to the comments, they smashed the windshield of a Buick Grand National. That car increases in value every goddamn month.
It's probably busted already.
I don't give a damn. That was terrible. That hurt me.
Let's see. NXT called up too many people. Foul says Miz and Morrison are Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. Everything about this match sucks from Connor. Braun wins, and WWE's version of Punk can... Whoa, can't say that. B-Boy Skyline said The Miz has done too much. Broken said that weak Nickelodeon slime. I think Miz just picked the PR route with WWE, and they were happy to let him just be with his family.
Yeah.
Good point. B-Boy Skyline said The Miz would, on the Real World back in the day, was funny. I don't remember that season too much. My favorite Real World is Hawaii.
Nah, they should have put Miz on the Mad Real World. I've been stabbed and I don't know what I did.
Hold the camera for Katie. If you know what we're talking about, you're all right with us. Let's see here. Real great way to extend your career and be there for the fam at the same time. Good point, Foul. Connor said Morrison should have stayed with Impact. He was used better, but I understand going to WWE for the bread.
Hey,
John L.
Jackson, what's up?
What's going on, John L? El Generico to WWE. He is retired, good sir.
He's dead.
He's retired. He's taking care of an orphanage, I thought.
He's dead.
Terrible.
Look it up.
Malik Murray said, I think Miz and Morrison are going to break up and they're going to fight at WrestleMania.
That's...
Maybe. Maybe. I don't know who stays in the game longer between those two.
Miz.
You think so?
He's preserved himself much better. And I feel like he's more valued by the company.
Braun lost me after that whack shit he said on Twitter.
Oh, with the Evil Uno stuff about...
Touche.
Not taking care of you.
Yeah.
Whatever. Screw Braun.
They need to make the Wyatt family with the Fiend. Okay. All right. I think the Fiend is actually going to come out after this, too. Bold prediction here. I think the Fiend and Braun will collide at SummerSlam, wherever that may be. And calling it now, the Fiend is going to win the title back at SummerSlam.
Foul, I love it. If you want bread, go speak to Satoshi Kojima. He has a whole club.
Foul, I love it tonight. Where's Bray? He's been missing. I think he shows up. Broken here.
No, the Fiend may show up. Bray just had a kid.
Knock it off with this split personality, Dr. Jekyll, freaking Hyde crap. What do we have? One more match still?
Yeah, we got two more matches. We got WWE Championship. Drew McIntyre versus Bobby Lashley with MVP in his corner.
Talk less, Clay more. Like that shirt.
Drew McIntyre's been fantastic.
Drew McIntyre is the guy. I said it. It ain't Braun. I don't even think it's Roman right now. I think it's not. Am I about to be banned from saying that name? I think it's Drew. Drew McIntyre is the guy I think they need to put the focus on. I said it. He's been freaking great. Cheesy, but at the point to where he does the cheesiness, he gives you like the wink. Like, I know that was cheesy. But now let's get serious.
I love his swag and his demeanor, man.
Yeah. This dude, when he went away, I'm telling you, like, I saw it on him. Like, his whole demeanor changed. Like, this dude was like, I'm putting in hard work. I'm coming back and I'm taking what's mine because I know I deserve it.
I remember looking at, what was that, IWC? With,
ICW?
Yeah, ICW. With Wolfgang, Joe, I was gonna say Joe Hendry. Who's in Gallus? the hell's his name?
What? Wolfgang,
Joe Coffey.
Okay.
Joe Coffey was having a match against Big Damo. Defended his title. Iron Man. Wolfgang comes out. He cashes in his belt, or cashes in at Suge's house party. Wins the belt off of Joe Coffey. I can't think of their names. Joe Coffey. Drew McIntyre came out. I didn't recognize him at first, but dude, he just oozed like star power. When I saw him, I was like, hold up, that's Drew McIntyre. That's 3MB. And I started paying more attention to him. And the dude, like, he gets it.
Big facts he does. Absolutely happy for Drew getting this run here. John L says, I'm afraid they may give the title to Lashley so he can fight Brock Lesnar for the title at SummerSlam.
You think Brock comes back by SummerSlam?
What's the bigger match, though? Bobby Lashley versus Brock or Drew versus Brock? I think he's back for SummerSlam. Dude, we went to SummerSlam a year ago. Holy, wow. That was fast, man. Life hits hard. Shout out to Lucas. Who else was there? Cam and Fontella. What up, Fonny? So you got a shout out on the podcast. Start listening more, Fonny. But yeah. So what's the more appealing match for you? I think you could do Lesnar and Lashley without the title.
I agree with that.
Stop putting Brock in all the damn title matches. We don't need it.
And I'm going to be alone in this. I know I am. I was looking forward to Drew McIntyre versus Jinder Mahal. Just because of...
Get out.
I ain't going nowhere,
goddamn. You're done. You're done. I don't ever want to hear that again. Jinder Mahal ruined the great run that SmackDown was on. That brand split was ruined after that.
Disagree.
Hats going backwards. I'm willing to have this miniature debate right now.
I like Jinder, bro.
Jinder sucked. I'm sorry, Jinder. You are not championship.
He was good up until the whole Shinsuke crap.
No. Him beating Orton. Okay, haha. Joke's on me.
That
you got
Punjabi
me.
prison match was trash.
That was terrible, but I did love seeing the Singh brothers get destroyed by Randy Orton at the same time. But why? Why?
You see? Do not hinder Jinder, sir.
Who said that?
Files up in there. Jordan agrees with me.
Greatest wrestler.
Nelson agrees with me. Anyway, back to this match.
You could take over.
Bobby Lashley versus Drew McIntyre. How do you feel about the build for this one?
The Lana stuff, not so much. The MVP being with Lashley, I like it. Shay reminds me of kind of the Beatdown Clan a little bit from Impact. I also, if you guys have never seen their match from Impact, they fought at Slammiversary.
I believe so.
This is when I wasn't watching Impact Wrestling, unfortunately. But go back and watch their match. I saw it recently uploaded onto their YouTube channel. Pre-move stuff. I thought it was really good. Very well done. Other than that, I think that it's been good. It's been fun. My prediction is Drew, though. I think Drew needs the win. I think you keep Drew strong here.
Drew's definitely got to retain this, but I think they're going to have a good match.
Me too.
I feel like Bobby's more motivated now.
Yeah, because he's being showcased properly. Like, there's a way to do Bobby Lashley, and WWE has never really figured that way out, and I think Impact did it the best.
Yeah, remember he was showcasing his glutes for a pose down?
Pace. That's the reasons why I don't review Raw, bro. I'm not talking about a man posing with the glutes. I just, you can't do that. And Leo Rush, as talented as he was, like, it's not working for me.
But yeah, I'm taking Drew in this.
Let's see here. Leader of 3MB is the only one that never won the belt. Listen, someone said the prophecy has to be fulfilled with that.
That's me, man. Yo, if Heath Slater comes back all jacked up.
Oh, boy.
I love it, man.
Slater Gator, handsome Heath. Let's see here. His run was trash, but I love the Singh brothers getting punked every week. Foul said. Broken said Orton beat Edge and then going after Drew. No, that's just his prediction. That's fine. John L says that I would rather see Drew McIntyre versus Jinder Mahal.
There's another one.
Yo, you guys are gluttons for punishment, man. There's no way. The Impact match was great.
Yeah, get well soon, Jimmy.
Original Biggie said you can do Bobby and Lesnar, but then who does Drew face?
I could see, Broken said earlier, I could see him going up Randy Orton. I could see Aleister Black, maybe.
I was gonna say, if you want a good face versus face match, test Aleister. Listen, I'm gonna say this on Monday Night Raw. Aleister Black was flawless. Like
game.
If he came, you saw what I wrote, bro. If he came backstage, I would have stood up and started clapping because that dude hit every spot perfect. Whatever happened to Lars Sullivan? Nah, who cares? So, anywho, Drew can face Orton. Maybe they'll do that. If the Shield can do it, 3MB can too. I love it. Drew versus Cena. B-Boy Skyline said,
Hey.
You never know. Austin,
You know what? That's funny too. There was a Scottish bull in that Ferdinand movie earlier.
Austin says, I'm convinced Drew can have a good feud with a trash can, so I'm in for whatever. Black versus McIntyre. Oh, damn, that would be great, File said.
But do you got to turn one of them? I don't think so.
Lars, who people are saying in the chat. Hey, man, I think we're at 9 likes, man. Somebody, oh, no, we're at 10. You know what? Somebody help a brother out. If you haven't hit that like button, hit that like button for me, please. Rob, let's talk about this main event. You see it down below us. Greatest match ever. You guys are not going to want to miss this. Call your local pay-per-view providers. Pay extra money for it. Todd Pettengill, tell them what they've won. Because this is going to be the greatest match ever. This is how it's been put up. Is this a gimmick? Or do you think Vince is putting pressure on the talent?
I would give this show a 10 out of 10 if this match just starts and Orton just boots Edge right in the balls. Disqualification.
I can see that happening.
Fantastic.
I think Orton and Edge are going to continue to SummerSlam. I think they got a bigger match in mind for them.
I feel bad for Edge too, man. This great comeback. I would say I feel bad for the company, but screw them. All the money they're paying him. Was he wrestled one match since he came back so far?
Yeah. Yeah, this is gonna be. Everybody just write the greatest match ever.
It's a tagline.
Greatest headlock ever. That's a knee slapper, a thigh slapper.
Oh boy, I ain't getting into that one.
Oh yeah. I don't know. We'll see what happens with this. Give me Edge.
I'm taking Orton
for the win. You think Orton pulls some punk act?
I think it's gonna end with the. Quoting Simon Miller, is going to end with the most devastating move in all professional wrestling. The surprise roll-up.
Shout out to Simon Miller for that.
I don't know, man. I feel like Orton's going to win this one. It'll be 1-1, and they're going to have the rubber match down the line. Maybe SummerSlam. Maybe in front of a crowd.
I see what I see is maybe they could do like Edge wins, and then Orton's like, you know what? I'll put my Raw career on the line right now, you know? And then he goes to a different brand. Let him go to NXT. You could feud with Tommaso Ciampa, maybe. You see what I did there? Or you could have him go to SmackDown, switch things up a little bit. You know, they're doing all that BS. Yeah, PR said he sees an RKO out of nowhere to Edge.
From Edge.
Oh, excuse me. Yeah, because didn't Orton start the last match off like that? Payback. That's a good move, Nelson. I respect it. Overall, though, this show, we'll see. I saw who just came in here before this. Here, you know what? I can scroll faster on the phone. Gino Morgan TV. What's going on, Gino? He came in and said that he's not interested in this pay-per-view. I'm not mad at him for it, though. They haven't been building these up like I think they should. Connor says, I think they're calling it the greatest match ever, so whenever people Google it, they'll see WWE instead of New Japan Pro Wrestling.
Hey, smart.
Genius. Fowl said Edge on NXT could be quite interesting as well. Reform the Edge heads down there. Possibly. I think Edge is on a bigger scale than that, and I think Vince will want him near his side. Yeah. He's one of his boys, we'll say. I call it the Breakfast Club. Shout out to Schlake Daddy for that. But, yeah, we'll see what happens. And you guys are going to want to be back here on Sunday. So if you're not subscribed, hit the subscribe button. And if you guys want the alerts, we put up about 2 to 3 videos every week. Hit the bell. What the hell? Ring the bell. And we can provide you with all of the alerts to whenever we go live. So you guys can join the chat, give us your thoughts. As you can see, we read everything out loud for you guys. Rob, let's talk some New Japan before we get ready to head on out.
And like we said before, New Japan is back, and I couldn't be happier.
Yes, big shout out to Connor and Matt too, who reminded me of the press conference at 11 last night. I almost forgot. I would have went to bed and had to wake up to this awesome news. But they announced that they're going to be back. So New Japan Pro Wrestling announced they will be back. We talked about having a crowd. I believe, was it 33% capacity or
something like that?
Between 25 and 33% capacity for Dominion, I believe it is.
Because Japan, they recently submitted their state of emergency, right?
Right. Yeah. I think everything's starting to like go back to normal over there. So, super kick the bell. Thank you, Jordan. I appreciate that. But what do we got coming up here, Rob?
So June 15th, we have a special called New Japan Pro Wrestling Together Project Special. No matches have been announced yet. I'm hoping we get Okada on that show.
Yeah, that New Japan Cup, though, that's looking really nice. Yeah. They finally have a mix of light heavyweights and heavyweights. So this is going to be quite interesting to see it.
Do we want to go through all the matches?
No, we don't have to go through it. We could just... I'm just happy that wrestling's back, man. I just want to talk some New Japan for a second.
So we got the 15th, 16th, and 17th. We get a 3-day stretch of New Japan, new product. I'm with all that. And we got come back for the cup again on the 22nd, 23rd, 24th. And we got July 1st, 2nd, and 3rd, and the 11th and 12th. So we're getting some consecutive days, and you know we're going to get some good action out of that. Yeah. New Japan Cup's looking great. The 11th is the New Japan Cup Finals. 12th is Dominion.
Now, the winner of the finals faces Naito 2 belts at Dominion for both the titles, I believe, right?
Is it going to be tied up with both belts?
I thought so. That's what I heard recently from some other places that I looked up today. So it looks like Naito will be defending both those belts. I still want my match with him and Hiromu. I still want that match. Hopefully that happens maybe at that first card.
Who, Naito and Hiromu?
Yeah. Because remember they were supposed to have that match, and then we kind of got lost in the dust after.
Where's Daryl?
Bring back Daryl. Let's see here. Connor said next week with the Together Project, the card will be announced during the show. The New Japan Cup looks really good according to File. Plus, you guys got a pretty interesting Sunday night and Monday morning in the U.S. with wrestling on June 14th. Big Factamundo, File. Coda versus ZSJ, Zack Sabre Jr. is going to be a Dave Meltzer orgasm. Rob, what match are you looking forward to out of the matches that have been announced so far for the New Japan Cup?
Nagata versus Suzuki. I think that's going to be a hard-hitting, classic old man beatdown.
I see some potential great matchups, too, when you look at the brackets. I'm so happy they released the tournament brackets.
Giallo's wrestling?
Yeah.
Giallo's wrestling Toriano?
Yes.
Oh, boy.
Comedy at its best. They've got some good things lined up here. I'm with Connor. I think Coda and ZSJ is going to be one of the highlight matches, though, that you can't go wrong with. I see some people talking ROH. Ooh, Jay White versus Marty.
Boo.
You're such a Jay White hater, man. It's so funny. I haven't talked Jay White in weeks. The moment I bring him up, you're on the show. Not hyped for that match?
It's going to be good. Okay. I don't want to see Jay White on my TV ever.
All right, well, just know my prediction is Jay White wins that when it's time for it to happen. What if Kazuchika is going to turn heel and join the Bullet Club? Oh, Malik, don't say that. That'll crush the people's hearts. Brother.
There's another. We got Hiroki Goto versus Yujiro Takahashi.
I'm not mad at it. I'm telling you. They've got some... Shingo's got some really good...
Shingo's going against Sho. That's going to be good.
Yeah. I'm sorry, Sho. You know what's going to have to happen to you.
Yeah.
Geto having a match against Okada. Yes, that's going to be great as well.
Yo, Okada's going to beat that ass.
Broken said Hiromu wins the cup. I don't think Hiromu's in, is he? Did I miss it?
I believe. Yeah, he's in.
Oh, he's in there?
He's a first round match against Hanma.
Okay, so Broken says that's his prediction. He's going with Hiromu to win. That match is going to be one of my highlights. Listen, we don't want to talk too long, guys. It's a nice, warm day. I've got some work to do around the house, so here's how I'm going to say it. I'm happy that New Japan Pro Wrestling is back, period. We've been needing pro wrestling to come back to get people interested again, and it's gonna feel so good to have that live crowd. If you get to be a part of this, enjoy it. Like, just have fun with it, man. It's just been too long since we've been back to a normal state. We've missed AEW shows. We missed New Japan Ring of Honor shows. Like, it's what it's going to be. Hey, Zeus in the house, Robin Conrad, what is the greatest match of all time to y'all?
Melina versus Alicia Fox, you idiot.
How dare you? Get off this show.
Question that.
Hey, Zeus, I will let you throw him off this show like Night at the Apollo. Ah! Jazzy Jeff style. Uncle Phil right out the house.
But in all seriousness, it's subjective. It depends on the type of style.
What's your favorite match, though? He's asking you. What's the greatest match of all time?
There's a difference between your favorite match and the greatest match.
Okay, what's the greatest?
You know what? I can't. I don't know.
It's hard for me to say, but off the cuff, I'm going to say Shawn Michaels Undertaker WrestleMania 25 is still one of my favorite matches of all time. Just the absolute emotion put into that match, the whole heaven versus hell. It was just very well done, and I think the match in ring told a hell of a story, which is one of the great ones. You go down the route though of so many matches when it comes to that. Goldberg versus Undertaker. Oof. I'm done with this. I'm done with this. It has become a joke, and we cannot deal with this. But